What's up everybody, it's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Echocalypse video. Alright guys, so we got a few things to talk about right now that are happening in the game and you should be fairly excited about. And this is a little crazy to me that it's already happening, but it's coming up, right? So the first thing I want to say is, yeah, we've made the 30-day mark, by the way. The game is officially out now for 30 days, which is crazy to me that it's been 30 days because I just finished logging in and I was like, oh wow, we got the full thing completed. So 30 days of the game being out. And with that being said, we got a brand new art here. And holy, does she ever look incredible. Listen, I'm usually not into furry things or like animals and stuff, but this girl looks bomb. And not to mention, she's got like the Anbu mask that I have up there, which is pretty damn cool. So Chiraha, a unit many people have been waiting for, is dropping next. So they are in fact following the C and the CN pattern to a T in terms of releases of characters. What they're doing differently though is C is different compared to the way CN and Global are, okay? So we know Griff was a major overhaul from being a burn unit to a anti-counter DPS, or anti-DPS counter, I should say. So Chiraha may see a similar revamp. I really hope not, because she's actually an incredible unit for free-to-play players as well as pay-to-win players, with the ability to revive with her nine-tail fox moves. She has shielding, I believe, if I recall. I got to look at her kit again, but I made a whole video about her. So she is going to be a mainstay for quite some time for a lot of players. And if you are still playing the game, she's going to be a character you absolutely at least want a copy of. And the beauty of her is, unlike Griff, you don't need to invest a whole bunch of money into her. You can still use her at a fairly low star rating and get a pretty good amount of use before the meta, again, gets shifted over to somebody else. So official release for 30 days. Congratulations to Echocalypse for making the month. I hope so. But I will say this, guys. I will say this. I have had rumblings in our Discord in Eden. I've had rumblings in the main Discord. I've talked to the community members. Honeymoon phase is over. Honeymoon phase has ended. The game is losing quite a bit of players, but that's not to say they're also not getting a lot of players coming back in. So this is the revolving door that is a gacha game, right? Every gacha works this way. The honeymoon phase ends. You drop all of your softcore players. You drop all the players who are very casual. This game requires a lot of time. It requires a time sink that many players who play gachas don't frankly have. And those who cared enough to stay are going to enjoy the game a lot more because it does continue to bring out more content as well as new characters. But for those who left, feel free to obviously jump in anytime because the meta does change so often. You can always come back in. You might be in a brand new meta. You might be able to get yourself the character you need and pretty much start off where you left off, right? So it's not a bad situation, but Chiraha looks incredible. I'm very excited for her release. Now, with that said, she's got something going on here. And whoever makes this art, I'm just gonna say, bro, like, you have a lot going on in that head of yours. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Like this is insane. I don't know what's going on here because it looks like she just had a kendo match, right? Because of this kendo training. I don't know against who, but whoever did this to her had made her sweat quite a bit, right through her damn blouse even. So this is a crazy looking art piece. And I don't know how the hell us content creators have not been flagged for any of this yet, because I guess it's still pretty PG-13, but it's bordering that line. But yeah, no, this outfit looks incredible. So Chiraha's outfit is out. And then also, just so you guys are aware, it has been 30 days since the game was released. Thank you all for your support. Here is a brand new code, Echo 30 days. Make sure you jump in and get that in the system before January the 25th of this year, not next year. Okay, so hold on to that. Now, with that being said, here is what her description is, okay? Chiraha is the most reliable person at the helm in the storms. She holds no fear of facing any traps. That's probably why there are always many people drawn around her. I'm just going to say this as well, too. This is also Nanook's Ready to Swim outfit as well, too, which is going to be dropping, I believe. And then, of course, I've talked about this already, the event for the new race for the Easter egg hunt. If you haven't checked that out, go check out that video so you understand how that works as well too. And then of course, the weapon research is also happening January 11th. That's currently going on as well. Now, for a lot of you, I want to just answer this question because many people are like, hey Payne, why aren't some of these events happening on my server? Well, the way this game works, and I've mentioned this before, is if you are on a newer server, the game kind of lets you play catch up, right? So if you are on an older server, you're going to get a lot of these events happening. But as the new servers, you're only going to get the same limited banners as us, but events themselves don't drop in the same time frame. So newer servers have to go from the beginning and start from like a fresh event, from the first ever event, and then move their way up to these older ones. There's a benefit and a negative to it, obviously. The negative, obviously, is you're always going to be behind. But the benefit is, if you're on an older server and you jump to a new one, you have a lot of lessons learned. You can take advantage of that. And if your luck is good, you can make less mistakes on a newer server. So with that being said, guys, Chiraha is dropping. I recommend, after reviewing her, we will check out her kit, and I'll let you know if she's worth summoning. I think she absolutely still will be because of how good she was in C, and I think she's going to be worthwhile using your gems on. After that, I will absolutely be making a tier list as well, updating with Griff and Chiraha, and I will update some of the current units up and down. We're going to make some changes because I think it's very important to understand after some of the testing as a free-to-play player. I also am going to make a little bit of a change to the tier list as well. I think I'm going to make a whale tier list and a spender tier list and then a free-to-play tier list because the ratings for a whale and a free-to-play are like night and day. Like they're so different, right? Griff is an example. Pan is an example. Vivi is an example. There are so many different examples that a spender would put top tier versus a free-to-play that will put really at the lower end of the scale, right? So I think it's important to update the tier list properly in that manner. So in the next tier list, guys, you guys may see two different versions of it, and it'll be a little quicker because I have to cover two different versions. You're going to see a whale tier list and a free-to-play tier list. That way, we can at least, depending on your playstyle, give you guys the proper ratings in my own testing and in my opinion. Right now, I have a lot of whales who play the game with me, so those people have done a lot of testing on my behalf, and I'm taking their opinions and suggestions because they are smart and very, very experienced gacha players and understand how mechanics work in this game. For my own experience, I'm using the free-to-play side. I'm doing what I can to provide you guys the best possible information, so bear with me. But with that being said, I am very, very excited for Chiraha. This is going to be someone who I think a lot of people have been waiting for and will be going for. The next few units coming out are also going to be big. I think Curry's going to be a big one. Nile's a huge one. New's a huge one. Caroline is definitely a huge one. There's a lot of big units coming down, guys. So if you don't plan to go for Chiraha, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. You will have other units that are going to change this game for the worse or the better, depending how you look at it. All right, guys, this is Payne. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're excited for Chiraha. Let me know what you guys are still thinking about the game. Let me know if you're still playing the game. Remember, the new code is out. Make sure you take advantage of it. It is Echo 30 days. Put it in the redemption code and get yourself some of those rare gems for free to play. And for you, pay to win character players, this is nothing new. You guys are just going to put this in the back pocket and just use your damn credit card to get the rest of it. All right, guys, this is Payne. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.